Hi, you guys. It's good to see you. It's Michelle Calloway here with Revealio. We are an augmented reality marketing company and also a full stack, full service software development company. And I wanted to come out here and talk to you today because I had a very interesting conversation yesterday with a friend of mine who wanted to learn a little bit more about software development and what it can do and what the process is and what does it look like when you have an interest in perhaps building a mobile app, or you need some assistance with some of your business software solutions, but you just don't know where to turn. And so we started talking a little bit about what the development process is, because it was all new to her. And I thought, wow, if it's all new to her, I bet you it's probably a very concerning issue for a lot of people. And so I thought it'd be really great if I could just get on here and share like my top 3 tips on how to successfully secure and find a good quality software development company. But first I want to share a little bit about who I am so you understand why I can speak about this. So back in 2012, I owned my own graphic design agency, and then I was introduced to an amazing new technology called augmented reality. Well, I couldn't sleep for 2 whole weeks. And what augmented reality does is it overlays virtual content on top of real-world images. You may have heard of Pokemon Go. Well, that was explosive in 2016. So I went about and I decided to start creating a mobile application that would allow people to have this amazing interactive experiences for themselves at a very affordable price. And the reason being is because a soldier had received one of my cards that came alive with a video of his girlfriend talking to him on the card, and he said it rocked him to his core. This is a sample of augmented reality when it comes to marketing. So when you put your phone in front of the image, it recognizes the image, and then see how it plays a video right on top of the actual card, and it stops when you move it away. So that was my very first prototype, was to build an app that allowed people to be able to make interactive materials come alive. And we started off in the wedding industry, and we got totally amazing responses from them. And then we went into the B2B space. And so I've developed 2 mobile apps, and then also we've developed what we recently call a enterprise web solution, so that people who want to utilize this marketing tool can do so and have power on the back end to be able to swap out their video, see how often their reveals are being viewed, and stuff like that. So I come from a space of having built some multiple technology projects myself, but over the last 2 years, what we've been hearing from consumers when we're out there and we're demonstrating this as a marketing tool, we're hearing from them that their corporations that they want to take this to would want to take this concept of augmented reality and take it to the next level by providing even more robust experiences through their own branded app. They wouldn't want to send somebody to download our app. They would want to have somebody download their app. So then we started talking about expanding our services. And so now Revealio, which means to reveal something magically, is an actual software development company. And so with that, we've always been very heart-centered, and our purpose here on earth is to bring this to laymen so they can understand it and feel safe in this space, new technologies, and just technology, period. So what I want to share with you today is what is the top 3 things that you need to look for when you are shopping for somebody to help you build that project that you need help, or maybe somebody that you can come in and take a look at your existing business systems and help you figure out how to reduce your frustration, to get your systems all working together better and communicating better together. That is something that we can do. So one of my first tips is look for somebody who you can trust. Now, what does that mean? How do you establish trust? Well, it's really great when you obviously can get somebody to refer you. It's especially when you trust the person that's referring you to, right? So integrity. You want to hang out with people who have integrity anyway, and so the people that they're going to refer you to, you would think that they're going to have integrity too, because otherwise the person with integrity in the first place wouldn't refer that person. You would hope, right? So beyond that integrity, so there's a few things that you can do when you first are engaging a software development company, is ask them questions and see how they respond. Are they confident sounding, or do they sound intelligent, like they know what they're talking about? Can you ask for references? Yes, you should be asking for references, because you're going to hear from other people and you want to vet them. Think of software development as similar to like building a house. You know you have a concept and you want to go get it built, but now you need to find somebody to help you draw up those plans because you've got this idea in your head. You maybe even fleshed it out on paper so you can, show somebody what you want it to do, but you need somebody to build it, and you need to start with a foundation, just like you do in a house. But that foundation has to be designed by an architect of some sort, unless you can go from a tract home where it's already been established. All the architecture has been established, all the materials have been established, and you can just maybe make some tweaks and modifications here and there. But when it comes to software, a brand new software project, you need to find somebody who speaks intelligently and can tell you a little bit about what the process is, and asking good questions and getting references is the first thing that you can do to help build that trust. So then let's talk about the next thing. The second thing that I think that you should look for when you're looking to hire a software development company is ask them for proof. So now that they've said that you can trust them and you've gotten some references, ask them for some proof of their work. Because, in the world of virtual world, you can say anything. I can say I am the best juggler in the world. But until you actually see me juggle, you may have a little bit of doubt, right? Same thing with software development companies. Now, when it comes to software, it's a little bit tricky for software development companies to always be able to display every single project they've ever worked on, because a lot of it is kind of more just general boring database type stuff. So again, go back to the references, ask them for the references, and have the references be able to explain what type of projects they worked on for, the company worked on for them. That'll help you feel a little bit better about maybe the versatility or the expertise of the company. But another way that you can is obviously a portfolio. If the software company has a portfolio where they can show you some of the things that they've done, then that's really great because you can see proof in the pudding. Like with Revealio, I can show you we've already built 2 mobile apps, and now we've built a web enterprise app, and so I can show you, hey, look, I've been there, done that, and that's why you can say we're a credible source. Plus, our CTO, which is our Chief Technology Officer, brings 20 years of experience to our team. So that's, again, another thing. You have a track record. The proven track record is a good thing to have. When a company, say you want to build a house, and so you say you found an architect, somebody that says, oh, I'll help you draw out these blueprints. When the blueprints are built, you still need to find somebody to say, well, will you build this? Okay, so normally a software development company should be able to handle all aspects, and that's why have you ever heard of the phrase full stack? So a full stack development company, which is what Revealio is, you can start from that architectural phase where you're getting the blueprints created, and then you're actually going into the next phase, which is getting somebody to orchestrate the entire building of the project. So you need like a project manager to handle all of that. He knows who he needs to get to put up the drywall, right? He knows who he needs to get to put in the flooring and the electrical and the sewer and all this other stuff. And you just let him orchestrate the project. Well, the same thing goes in the world of software development. So if you are looking for a company to help you draw out the blueprints and take it all the way to the actual creation and deployment, then you should be able to see that they are capable of doing all of that through the assessment phase. So you come to a software development company, you establish that maybe they're a trustworthy source because of who referred you and who their references are, and you got some good positive feedback. You take it to the next step and you say, okay, I want to build a 3-bedroom, 2-car garage house. I want this house to be done in 6 months. Okay, well, to us, the software company, we say, okay, if you don't have that blueprint to build that house, we're going to need to first establish those parameters. That establishment of parameters takes quite a bit of effort sometimes if you don't have a lot of information to provide us. So what we would do sometimes is we have to actually assess the effort it's going to take us to provide you an assessment of what the end product is going to cost. Because think of it, if you're building a house and you just say, I just want a 3-bedroom house with a 2-car garage, it's just not enough data for somebody to say, oh, that's going to cost you, $350,000. No, how could they possibly know that until they take a little bit deeper of a look? So when you can trust a software development company when they provide you with an assessment that is very thorough and it goes over all the different aspects, and you find a company that is willing to go over that and explain all that with you so that you are comfortable and confident, and you ask questions and you get confident answers. If you get a whole lot of, well, I don't know, I mean, you know, we just assume it's going to be this much. Again, there has to be room for error and margin. There has to be room for margin because all of the nuts and the bolts aren't quite figured out at this point. But let me just tell you a story. Okay, so when I was first getting going in the software space back in 2015, I needed to build a mobile app. And so I went and I got 2 references. So these were already 2 trusted sources. And I said, okay, this is what I'm looking to do. I had quite a bit of the details ironed out already at this point. And one company said, okay, we're going to take what you've provided us and we're going to come back with our best guess assessment. And this other company said, we'll do the same. They had me sign agreements that we were going to move forward, but one company did not tell me that that paper that I was signing was basically telling them that I agreed to pay them whatever that amount of time, that effort they were going to put into pulling resources off of other projects to focus on getting me my end result assessment. They didn't tell me it was going to cost me money. And so when I got both assessments back, you know, because you like to shop and you like to compare, I was a little bit taken aback that he then billed me for quite a large amount that I wasn't expecting. So that's another thing, is you want to find a company that is transparent. One of the things Revealio does is we explain that if what you ask us to look into is going to take quite a bit of effort, like a week's worth of work, then unfortunately that's the name of the game. You don't get an architect to come build you some blueprints for your house for free. I mean, it takes them weeks to figure all of that out and measure everything and do their best to come back with a cost estimate of what it's going to take to get it to be built, actually built for you. So find somebody who's able to be transparent and openly communicate. So that's my third one. First one is look for somebody who is trustworthy and integrity, because you definitely want to know you can trust the company that's building your software development for you. And then the second one is ask them to prove their capabilities. Ask them for some sort of portfolio. Definitely get references and have those references talk about what was built. Third, find a company that communicates really, really well. And make sure you can understand them. Make sure they understand you. Through this whole initial vetting process, you should be able to figure that out. And the way you can figure that out is you're doing your best to communicate yourself, and you can provide written documentation to support what you're trying to say. And then you need to hear their iteration back to you of what it is that they're hearing from you that they are understanding. Because there's a big difference between hearing and understanding. Am I right? So definitely make sure that you can have good open communication with whatever company you decide to go with, because if it doesn't feel right, or if it doesn't sit right, or if it ends up causing problems early on, can just imagine how compounded those problems are going to become 6, 9, 12 months down the road when you're knee deep, I mean totally like knee deep into the development, and there's all kinds of these misunderstandings, because misunderstandings cost time, and time costs a lot of money. Technology is expensive. And so this is my little tidbits to you. Again, if you are looking for somebody that could help you perhaps smooth out your business systems that you're currently running because you're just not able to be as efficient as you know you could, or you can't find an existing solution out there that you can just pay a monthly fee for, but you know you need something that's specific to your business model, reach out to us, because we would be more than happy to just take a look at what you're trying to do. If you have anybody that you know that wants to build a mobile app or needs in-depth web development projects, or even web design, for heaven's sakes, we can do that too. Please reach out to us, because we will obviously give you a free consultation first and foremost to just meet you, understand what it is you're trying to do. And then if what you want us to look into isn't going to take much time, we don't charge. We dive right in. In fact, sometimes when we dive in, We actually start fixing the problems as we're trying to come up with your assessment of what the end price point is going to cost you. So we definitely take good care. And we are a veteran-owned and minority-owned company here in the United States in San Francisco, California. So trust us when we say that we work with integrity and transparency, and we stand by our work 100%. So if technology intimidates you and you'd like to just talk to somebody that, you know, we're more than happy to explain the process, please reach out to us. And if you know of anybody that's looking for these types of services and you refer them to us, Revealio is actually one of the only companies that I know of in the software development space that does referral revenue share. So you can join our affiliate program for free. And we also have that amazing marketing tool that I showed you that makes business cards come alive when you watch it through the phone. So that's a really cool tool too, that you can partake of the affiliate program and get monthly recurring revenue. So thank you for joining me today. I hope this is helpful. I'll come back on probably next week and talk a little bit more about that process once you do decide which company you're going to move forward with, what the process is that you can expect to go through, and just how to make sure you're making smart decisions along the way. Have a great day. Bye-bye.